Greetings, citizens. Justiguy has just arrived and returned to the 100-line Last Defense Academy. We're all the way back to I think day 2, day 3. It's gonna be maybe the biggest change of any route so far because we are gonna lie. I guess not lie so much as omit the truth. Let's see. If I want to get everyone on my side, I should really tell them the truth. Well, that makes me feel good about however this is gonna go. By the way, Justiguy arrived. Underline Last Defense Academy. But it's not like they'll all believe I'm a time traveler right away. Even if they did, that could come with its own problems, which we've learned. If they learn about the future, history will change again.
If you change too much, you won't be able to predict what will happen as easily as before. You could probably help the others avoid making the same mistakes as before without telling them everything.
Bro.
Of course, there's no way of knowing if that's the right choice either.
Being able to predict what will happen next is a huge advantage. That's a great point. I didn't want to lose that, especially not if it could help me guide everyone toward a brighter future. With that in mind, I did the only thing I could. Why'd you clam up all of a sudden? Answer us! I don't suppose it... Nope.
How do you know Ito was a traitor?
Well, I lied to them. Last night I went to Ito's room to talk to him about what we were going to do here. And I just happened to see his... That's the best you could come up with? Alright, poking things together. I just happened to see his diary left open on his desk. He'd written out his whole plan on it. Oh, that's not what you told. I gave C-Ray a sharp look. I hoped that he would see the message in my eyes. I'll explain later. Anyway, that's how I found out what Ada was up to. Everyone exchanged dubious glances. They clearly weren't sure whether to believe me or not. Well, it's not important how you got this information. Sure. What we really need to do is figure out if he really is a traitor or not. Hey, you're right! Let's go hear what Eito has to say about it. I agree with my dear sister. The others nodded in agreement, and they all started filing out of the war room. What? Don't you guys believe me? C-Ray ran off after them, leaving just me and Iruko. For some reason, she was looking at me with an odd, confused expression.
Why?
What?
Why?
Muttered that single solitary word to herself, then left. Is this like an early route for her? Did you say why? Why what? Oh, whatever. I'd better go after the... God, imagine doing this route first. That really is sus, huh? They said they were going to talk to Eito. That means they're heading for the courtyard. Oh, whoa! This is back when it gave the illusion of not just letting me play a little bit in the world like it used to. I found C-Ray waiting for me in the hallway. I thought about it and realized there was no need for me to get involved. It's no skin off my nose if the others want to get Justigu's side of the story. What's he gonna tell them? You're being tricked. C-Ray and Takumi are lying to you. Even if he did say something like that, he's got no evidence to back it up. I, on the other hand, have footage of his sudden change in demeanor and everything he said last night. Let them talk to him if they want. You and I have other things to discuss. Let me guess, you want to know why I didn't tell them the truth, and let's hope no one is here to hear this. That's right. I explained my thought process to C-Ray. If everyone found out what was coming, the future would change again. To maintain the advantage my foreknowledge gave me, I decided to keep them in the dark for now. Didn't you come back because you wanted to change the future, though? Yeah, but to a future where all of us survive. If I can't do that, there's no point in any of this. I want to be the light that guides us toward the future. That's an interesting way to phrase it. I see. In other words, your ultimate objective is for everyone to watch the final attack together with smiles on their faces, yes? Not exactly. I really couldn't care less about the final attack. But he had the part about everyone being there, right? So I just kept quiet and nodded. I like it. Your interests and mine match up perfectly. So what do you say we work together? I'll keep it a secret from the others that you came from the future, if it'll help the Special Events Unit function more efficiently. I'm more than happy to practice a little deception. Thanks, I appreciate it. One more thing. How much do you know about our mission here exactly? And so I told Sire how things went down during my original 100 days at the Academy, starting with what happened when I went to second to last Defense Academy and met Nigo and the other team members. Then the revelations that followed: world death, Cryptoglobin, the Exodus project, and the artificial satellite. And of course, the fact that the boy made of undying flames we'd spoken with last night was what, or rather who, was in the defense room. I told him more or less everything I knew. The only thing I left out was what I learned about Nozomi. The secrets she'd shared with me that first time were between her and me. I see. And is that all? Is that all? You mean there's more? What? Oh, no. Of course not. Oh, don't be silly, Sumino. What did I just do?
That's what you think the truth is. You've got it all wrong, though.
Actually, there was still something that was bothering me. You've already learned a crazy amount of stuff. That's enough, isn't it? Anyway, I'd better get going. I'll pretend like we never had this conversation, all sneaky-like. Sneaky, incognito, reliable, ethical, inside man. That's me. Siri hurried away, looking more suspicious than sneaky. Do I really not know the whole truth yet? Was Eito right? Well, even if he was, it's no use asking him now. This version of him had only been here for 3 days. Has only been here for 3 days. He doesn't know all the things he told me in the defense room back then. Still, though, maybe I'll go talk to him anyway. Everyone else is probably there already. Oh, but it's gonna let me walk. Let's do it. This is nice. I can get why they did eventually, railroad you, but, this... For that initial, it's the middle room, right? Courtyard, yeah. Whoa. Oh, hey, Takumi. Ew, fessed up already. He told us everything. Yeah, he said we looked like a bunch of freaky monsters to him.
For me, that's actually a compliment. Practically a promotion. In fact, most of the time I'm more of the level of something a monster would leave in its litter box.
You're monster poop, but that's interesting on a whole different way.
Huh?
His hatred of mankind seems to be the real deal at any rate. He even said we should all be destroyed. It all lines up with what you and C-Ray told us.
What are we gonna do about him now? Yo ho ho ho! Chuck him in a barrel of used needles and see what he catches?
What do you think we should do, Hiroko? Oh yes, you've been awfully quiet today, Miss Yuzuhara. Something on your mind? No, not really. Hiroko's eyes darted toward me, almost like she was watching to see how I'd handle all this.
Yeah! I'll go along with whatever you say, Mistress Hiroko. Would you like his appendix? I'll bring it to you on a silver platter.
Huh?
Why just the appendix?
Oh.
I'll leave the decision to Takumi.
Huh?
Huh? You're the one who stopped Eito last night. You could have killed him then, and you didn't.
Oh.
I can only assume you had a good reason for sparing him. Honestly, I don't think I did, except, how everyone does not trust me when I do. Just didn't feel right to kill another human being in cold blood. I don't know, though. Was that really all there was to it?
I know an insignificant pile of monster poop like me has no right to weigh in on this. But I think we should let Eito live, too. He seems really smart, so if we play our cards right, he might be useful to us.
Wow, that's quite a perspective, Shoma. We gotta respect life, too. Even soup stock carries the soul of the veggies used to make it.
Huh?
I have no idea what you're talking about. We're agreed on letting Eito live, then. He shouldn't be a threat so long as he stays in his cage. It's got some kind of weird tech to negate his powers. Aw, so I don't get ripped out his appendix. Kyo, no. If this were a killing game, he'd be a perfect candidate for the first murder victim. The matter was decided. Eito would be kept in his cage in the courtyard from now on. As the others left, no one spared a word for the prisoner himself. All they gave him was brief glares of contempt. Takumi, you did come here from the future, didn't you? You seem intent on hiding it now, but that's what's going on here, isn't it? You're keeping it secret from the others. It's okay, you don't have to explain why. I could figure that part out for myself. Unlike the rest of them, I'm not an idiot. Did they tell you my story about reading your plan in your diary? Oh yes, I could tell right away that you'd made up some excuse. So I went along with it. I told them I really did keep a diary and that I'd written down my plan to kill C-Ray in it. I played that part perfectly, if I do say so myself. Ooh, is this the accomplice route? That's kind of fun. Why though? What's your angle? What indeed? Maybe I just didn't want to let them in on the truth. Let it be a secret between you and me. What really happened last night is a secret between you and me now. Hell yeah. Technically, C-Ray and the creature wreathed in flames know too, but still, it's Takumi. In other words, he saw an opportunity and took it. He's holding on to this information until he can use it to his advantage, and oh boy, I bet he will. Speaking of that thing made of undying flames, stop right there. I don't have to tell you anything. I'm asking the questions here. The you I fought in the future said you learned the truth about this war, a truth not even I know. Do you have any idea what that could have meant? I'm not the same person you knew in that timeline. I'm as clueless as you are. Not that I wouldn't like to know why humanity is forging such an abhorrent war. Of course, you could tell me that yourself, couldn't you? I left without saying any more. I looked back just once. Eito was watching me intently, his eyes alight with intelligence and malice. That afternoon, after lunch, we made our way to the war room to speak to C-Ray.
Never did get a chance to get you to spill the beans about the truth this morning.
You are going to tell us, aren't you?
When we asked yesterday, you said it wasn't something you could decide on your own.
Which means there's someone above you calling the shots, right?
Yeah, but don't sweat it. I got permission. I'll tell you everything.
All right, then. No time like the present, I say. Go ahead and tell us what's going on here. C-Ray nodded and began his explanation. None of it was new information to me, though. It was the same stuff I'd learned during my first 100 days. World Death, Cryptoglobin, the Exodus Project, the artificial satellite, the boy made of undying flames in his physical body in the defense room. The existence of Second to Last Defense Academy and the 5 other fighters there. It all felt so familiar, there was nothing there to surprise or unnerve me. Everybody else was just as shocked as I'd expected, though. When it was all done, they stood there dumbfounded, trying in vain to take it all in. By the time C-Ray had finished his explanation, the whole day had passed us by.
So, what exactly does that all mean for us?
Weren't you listening? We're about to hold a killing game, duh.
Nobody said anything about that.
In other words, we need to defend this school for the next 97 days. When we do that, the missiles the baby has been charging up will be launched.
One final attack to wipe out all remaining life.
Including the invaders. Herc.
And that'll stop world death once and for all.
It's basically like winning a killing game on a worldwide MMO scale. Kyo ho ho ho.
Oh, we ain't gonna get caught up in it ourselves, gnarly.
Right before the attack, we'll board an escape pod.
And take off into outer space.
Now, you might be thinking this is silly and redundant, but consider, in all fairness, even if you have been watching my series, like as a marathon, it's probably been hours since we got the full explanation of what we do and don't know here. So I think it's a fair thing to reestablish.
Then we'll join the rest of humanity back on the artificial satellite.
I knew you guys would get it. How could you not when I explained it so well?
For some reason, Hiroko remained silent through all this. She refused to even make eye contact with any of us. It seemed like she was thinking hard about something.
And this explanation has helped elevate your will to fight to a whole new level, am I right?
Hell yeah, I'm ready for this.
Let's kill us a whole bunch of invaders.
Yeah, you've convinced me. If it means making it back to the satellite alive, then I'm in.
I'll give it my best shot. I might need a couple of barf bags, though. I'll fight too. I'll do whatever it takes to protect my dear brother. But sister dearest, don't try to stop me. You can say what you want, but my mind's made up. I don't think I've ever heard you speak so forcefully. I guess that's that then. We're going to have to skip a few dozen days of character stuff so we can get right to it. Huzzah!
How about you, Shoma?
Honestly, I don't think a festering dung beetle like me will be of any real use. but I felt this weird sense of power, surge of power pulsing through my body last night. I feel like I've ascended to the level of, I don't know, a festering stag beetle?
Yeah, man, that's the spirit. Takumi, Hiroko, you two have been fighting right from the start, so I guess there's no point in asking you, huh?
You'll be fighting with the full team in our next inventive battle then?
Seems that way. Let's all work together and wipe out those rotten invaders.
Ooh, yeah, I'm really feeling it now. Come on, let's do a motivational cheer to celebrate all together now.
Special Defense Unit, best in the world, indestructible and undefeated. Never lose, never yield. Special Defense Unit, fight on!
Okay. Unfortunately, or perhaps fortunately, I didn't get caught up in the pep rally mood C-Ray had going on. In my last timeline, Gaku, Tsubasa, Shoma, and the twins hadn't made up their minds to fight until much later. Had hearing the truth really motivated them that much? Or did their sudden boost in power have more to do with it, like in Shoma's— Wait a minute. It just occurred to me. Hiroko was already privy to info we didn't have. What even the original? She hasn't been looping. Was she looping before us? Maybe she has been looping, and this is the first time Takumi has. I don't know. I'm still not on the whole Hiroko Looper thing. I'm guessing we'll get more on that in the mystery route, because we gotta, right? Or this one, maybe. Was the juiced up cryptoglobin flowing through them, giving them more confidence than before? Either way, I was grateful I wouldn't have to convince them to fight all over again. At the same time, though, this could mean history would change again, deviating from the future I knew even more. When I thought of it that way, I couldn't help feeling uneasy. I felt an intense gaze on me. I looked around and locked eyes with Hiroko. She was looking back at me, also with a weirdly uneasy look on her face. The meeting in the war room came to a close. After a somber late dinner, the others decided to turn in for the night. I did the same and returned to my room. I lay down on my bed to just space out for a while, but then I got up and went to the door to greet my late-night visitor.
Huh?
Hiroko, what's up? I wanted to ask you about something. What is it? After we spoke to Eito in the courtyard, I went back to his room. I searched for it from end to end, but I didn't find any diary. You've been lying to us, haven't you?
What? Me lie? I don't know what you're talking about.
You're from the future. You traveled back in time somehow and ended up here. That's how you really knew what Eito was up to, am I wrong? Being confronted with the truth so abruptly threw me for a loop. My face tensed up, my palms began to sweat, and Mom's spaghetti is everywhere. How could you possibly know that? I realized too late that I shouldn't have said that. I was practically admitting she was right. Hiroko must have realized it too, although in her case she seemed to relax a little. I thought so. Well, that's all I wanted to know. I'll be going now. Hey, come back! Tell me what this is all about! I knew you were acting weird today, ever since yesterday when I lied to the others, actually. When they all left, you stayed behind, and you asked why. You didn't look happy either. What did you mean by that? Just how much do you know anyway? Hiroko didn't answer. She just looked away. Her brows were furrowed, and she was biting her lip in thought. We stood there in silence for a while until she gave a sigh and spoke up again. Let me sleep on it. I'll tell you everything tomorrow if I don't change my mind before then. Okay, so she's gonna get killed again, right? You will? Yes, but I'll tell you one thing right now. Two, in fact. Keeping your time travel from the keeping your time travel secret from the others was probably the right choice. The same goes for not killing Eito. Huh? See, the first time when we played and got what I'm considering the true dealio, this never came up. And like, I liked her more when it's just like, hey, she's a reliable character and da-da-da-da-da. Now, I don't know. Her being a looper, really? Until tomorrow, then. With that, Hideko left the room, leaving me alone with my confusion and angst. Oof. Well. Is she gonna let us in on the truth?
Up and Adam troops, time to rise and shine!
We'll have to find out tomorrow, citizens, because until then, I'm afraid this is gonna have to be farewell.